Welcome back to part 3.
And I'm back.
All right, part 3. We're going on to the sails. Obviously, a new venture for you. Probably doesn't feel like it anymore because you've been doing it a few years now. When did you start?
When I start designing was 2019, I think.
Okay.
For products, or first prototypes 2020. I don't even remember.
No, I
Getting
remember listening
old,
to a
I'm losing
podcast about it. But so what have we got here?
Well, that's a racing sail low aspect.
Okay.
We had different names in the last year. So we had Race SF, and then we had Foil S2 and Foil Plus. But
Got confusing, didn't it?
yes, but
Okay.
most brands are confusing
Yeah.
with their names.
Yeah.
And I actually don't like it. And even with F2, when I was shipping F2, I was with all these weird names, Spice
Xantos
and Vantage and
yeah.
Santos, and I'm like, what is it? So we are not doing this. Speed, well, speed is speed. Slalom is slalom. Free ride is free ride. I mean, F ride,
Yeah.
obviously says
Does
free
what it
ride.
says on the tin.
So race LA, low aspect.
Okay.
MA is medium aspect, and HA is high aspect.
Okay, people understand that? Because there'll be
Sure.
a few people who don't.
Exactly. It's
So
with
just
the
go,
foils,
just,
with everything.
Yeah, but explain to people, because there'll be people out there who don't quite get it. Low
It's actually
aspect
quite-
sail
it's actually quite
is a
simple.
fatter, shorter sail, basically. Medium aspect, medium, and a high aspect is narrow.
Yes.
That's
but,
right.
but let's say that same cell, it's a 5/8.
Yeah.
Okay. You see the cutout at the back?
Yeah,
If you chop it,
that's a high aspect sail.
front pretty much is the same.
Yeah.
That will be a high aspect
Yeah.
cell. So if you chop just half of it, let's
Yeah.
say that's a medium aspect.
Yeah. So something low
So-
aspect is short and fat, or usually I just remember it in kiting terms. That's what I remember. Short, fat kite, low aspect. That was when I first heard about aspect ratios. But anyway, yeah. So this is your wider
Exactly.
sail.
So basically, this is a pure fin cell where you know how it is. You
Yeah.
need the backhand power to actually get this lift and power onto the fin to
So low
you know,
aspect fin race sail.
fin racing, and we only have
More
max
backhand,
size
more
6'4".
front. Okay. And the
It's
reason
4,
that
6.
is obviously with the backhand, you don't want that on the foil because that's what creates that crazy
exactly.
lift.
Exactly.
Okay.
exactly.
Medium aspect.
So medium aspect is a cell. I mean, if you have the money,
Yeah.
you buy the low aspect if you want to go fin sailing, and you buy the high aspect if
Okay.
you go foiling. But
So
it's
that
a
no,
lot
but
of money.
you know, but so in the optimum thing, that's what you do. If you want to go
Exactly.
fin racing, you buy the low
If you
aspect
wanna-
sail. If you want to go foiling, you buy the high aspect sail.
If you want to be competitive, even
Yeah.
against your friends,
Yeah.
this is what you should do.
Okay, but the medium aspect one is for the guy who wants an all-rounder, does a bit of fin, does a bit of foil, but doesn't want to go
The
extreme.
medium aspect is actually a very interesting concept because it actually started here in Grisson
Okay.
with guys out there where we parked, and so basically in the morning they knew the forecast was very windy,
Yeah.
so they went fin sailing, and they knew the wind is going to drop, so they had their break, had their lunch, and they used the same sail to go foiling in the light wind.
Okay.
So imagine now, actually let's start with the light wind. So there is what, 7-8 knots we can go,
Yeah.
right? So I have my, let's say 8-6 medium aspect. I go foiling, and surely with 7-8 knots, if I'm alone just
Yeah.
cruising, I fly, I plane, I have my fun. When the wind increases to, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 knots, whatever,
Yeah.
I go back, I keep my sail rigged.
Yeah.
I just grab the other board
Yeah.
with the fin,
Go for a fin blast.
and I go for a fin blast.
Okay.
When it gets windier, from the 8-6, I can go now down to, let's say, a 6, I just say something, 6-2.
Yeah.
So at 15 knots over, because when I go fin sailing, I can go up to, I don't know how many knots, maybe 16 gusts or whatever. So with 16 knots, I easily plane with the 6-2 foils, with the
Okay,
foil
yeah,
again.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
So now I have my 6-2, go foiling again because it's 16 knots. I keep it up to, I don't know, 18 knots, 19, I don't know exactly. However, and then if I'm overpowered on the foil,
Put your fin on.
go back, put the second small board on the fin, go out, go sailing up to, I don't know, 6-2, you can hold on
Yeah, long
pretty
time.
long. And then when this is too much, I go
Go
down
for a
to
beer.
a 5-0.
Oh, okay.
No, honestly. I mean, you take a 5-0 or even a 4-6, you go again foiling.
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus.
if you like it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
if
mean,
you- okay.
These days we want all the toys.
Yeah.
We want a mountain bike, we want this,
Yeah,
we want
yeah.
this, we want winging, we want windsurfing, we want the whole lot.
Okay.
So, you jump back on the foil and challenging a little bit, you know, like the small front wings.
Yeah.
And when you're done with that, you take your small fin slalom board and you go up to 40 knots.
Okay.
So with imagine three sails.
You can cover everything.
So the 8-6, 6-2 and a 5-0, 3 sails, you're doing from 7, 8 knots to 40 knots.
Okay.
That's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
no, that's a good coverage for
and
sure.
you're still kind of competitive. For example, at Defi, if you have the choice fin foil, you know what I mean? You don't
Yeah,
need,
Yeah, yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
You need a bit more boards, but also you could actually compromise boards as well.
Yeah.
So with 3 boards, you're pretty good.
Okay. And there's a much change for the sales this year. Obviously, riders.
Yes.
Have anything changed? with Riders. You've got some more riders this year. Who have you
Last
got?
year, I got a bit in trouble with my sales guy. His name is Tine Slabe, because my race cell was not ready. Because I stopped that. I stopped that this cell is going to go in production because I was injured. I couldn't test myself. So
Okay.
it's not like my team riders suck in testing, but I'm
You like to do
obviously
it.
better, right?
His name's on the brand. Yes.
No. It's just develop with them, did it. But what was so hard for me, 2 years. I had shoulder injury, triceps, surgery. So 2 years I was out basically. And what's so hard for me, and I understand what most brands go through. I need to rely on anyone who's testing, team riders or not, doesn't matter, friends, to explain me what they're feeling.
Yeah.
And that's difficult because sometimes you're like, what? Especially in different languages. I mean, I speak French and so on and so on, but sometimes you just, what? And then you try to understand what do I need to change to improve that.
Okay.
It's just too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard. And
It's much easier when you're sailing,
I admit, I went into the wrong direction.
Okay.
But sending them the new sales is like, better. And like, okay, better. But then when I was back, I did 100 meters. I was like, yes, that new slalom cell performs better. But guys, it's so heavy. It's just no.
Okay.
I couldn't. I
So
couldn't.
what happened?
I stopped it, didn't put it in production. Of course, a lot of partners, they were not too happy because they're like, oh, we have pre-orders and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But I couldn't.
Okay.
I mean, I could give it to them, sell it to them, and then
But it's now
everybody
available.
will complain. No, last year.
Okay.
And then everybody will complain and then say, okay, I'll just make it better next year. But I'm not like this. I just stopped and say, sorry. And kept testing. I tested, went in another direction, and we came out now.
And everyone's
with
happy.
This, you have to ask them. But
Okay.
yes,
Well,
they
we
are.
will see. We will be racing hopefully in
Absolutely
Pozo.
happy. So this cell is sure lighter. It is I know. Everybody always says, yeah, it's everything better. But it is. But it took me 3 years. You know what I mean? So
6 cambers.
no. Okay. No. There are 4 cambers, but the top 3 battens have the batten tensioner in the front.
I was going to say because I was looking at the zips.
By the way, this has been around from another brand, and you probably know which one. Loft Cells.
I didn't know that.
Monty, yeah, was
Okay.
around, and I was sponsored by Loft Cells, and I had the
Okay.
batten tension in front. I thought it was sick, good idea.
Okay.
And then somehow they stopped. I don't know why. I think that's some.
Okay. Interesting.
Problems
I was
with
going to say
tension
there are a
or
lot of
whatever.
cambers in there.
And I tried on a prototype, and I tried to remember why they stopped, and I couldn't find a reason, and I was a bit scared, to be honest, to put in production because there was a reason why they stopped.
You spoke to
doing
Monty
it.
since?
No, I haven't seen. Actually, I saw
He's
him
here,
here,
he's
but
here.
it tells me it's too late because it's in production already.
No, don't ask him. So what riders are we
No,
going to
but
see
you
on the
see, I'm
Patrik
honest.
gear?
It's not my invention. You know what I
No,
mean? So
that's
it's-
fair enough.
it's-
But
yeah.
what riders are we going to see on your gear this year? Mary Mortafon, new signee, that's pretty good, big one. We've got
okay, let's start.
TMA, Jimmy
not with
TMA.
The best, well, let's start with the oldest. So we have Alex Cousin, which is long time with us, and we have Nicholas Varenberg, who is long time with us, but probably not doing the PWA, maybe one or two, I don't know. We have Michel Becker, of course, and then we have and we have Thomas Goyard.
Yeah, Thomas Goyard, exactly, big sign that.
Yes, who is doing our development for the wing in the future, because I lost a bit of passion in the wing, because
Didn't go to the Olympics.
you know, I'm the millimeter guy, right?
Okay.
And when shapes are just so rough, doesn't matter, 110 cm, all works. I'm like, what I'm doing
You like,
exactly? I'm
you like to be precise.
This is, I can close my eyes and shape a
But
board.
we're sticking to
just-
windsurfing. Who we got?
Exactly. So I gave it away.
Yeah.
And sorry, forgot Jimmy TMA, because we have a cooperation with the school.
Down in
Yes,
Almanar.
so that's a good asset with Jimmy, Finn, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, full power.
Good.
And Marion?
And we have on the women's side, we have Marion. I mean, start with the other one is Heidi.
Yeah, Heidi Ulrich,
champion,
world
right?
champ.
Yes, and she's
The team is growing.
good. And we have Mario Mortefon doing all the PWA Tour slalom and hopefully winning it.
Cool. All right, Patrick's got one thing to say because he does owe a massive thank you.
Well, the thank you goes to Fabio Cannella from Italy, who was working with us for 5 years, I believe, or even 6. Jeez, I don't remember, getting old. However, yes, I am doing everything. I'm doing the sails and the boards and the foils and everything, and all the measurements are from me, but without Fabio assisting me and hammering it all down on a computer and do this and do that and all the changes, I will never be able to actually, create that foundation, that base with all those products. Unfortunately, he left us.
Got married. It's all over.
But now having that base, you know, I don't have to recreate everything from scratch. So changing this, changing that with that base, yes, I'm doing it alone for now, but I'm looking actually for someone who could actually...
Could it be you? What do they need to be able to do?
Could be you, whoever you are.
What do they need to be able to do?
Everything.
Everything.
3D designing, a bit of graphics, ideas, you know, like optical, just a whole lot. Just be creative.
Very small ears.
But I'm especially looking, of course, computer work. There's a lot of computer work, 3D designing.
Okay.
I can also teach how the Sail Designer program works. So then I can do one size and he can do all the other sizes.
So if you are interested in a job, contact Mr. Patrik Detail. Situation's vacant. There we go. That was Patrick. There is still stuff to talk about, but I think we've covered it in depth. I think that's 3 parts. Patrik Detail, always a pleasure. Good job. Look forward to the racing this year. Hopefully you boys are going to be up there. We'll be seeing who is registering foils. Hopefully Pozo will be the first event. Let's see. Let's go and have a look at someone else. If you enjoyed that, we have got lots of episodes that you might have missed, and there's plenty more coming. Stay tuned to the channel.